Alright everyone, welcome. This is Nick with O3 Drop. Thanks for tuning in today. So today we have Eric on the left hand side playing his Kid Goku. This is a green and yellow list, and on the right hand side we have myself playing my SS3 MonkeyKu. Eric just rolled beautiful snake eyes, so it looks like I will be going first. So again, just so you guys know, I am trying out some light music in the background, so tell me what you guys think. Do you like the music? Should I pick a different type of music? Is this type good? Just let me know what you guys think in the comments below, please. Also, if you are one of the ones who are starting to like, comment, subscribe on my stuff, thank you. I really appreciate it. Literally every single person who subscribes, I notice you. Like, I see you subscribing. I really appreciate every single one of you. And then even the ones who comment on the videos, I really appreciate you guys as well. So yeah, and if you guys have an idea for a different video that you guys would like to see, maybe just a video kind of talking about mechanics or anything like that, let me know. I was actually thinking about doing a video of, helping new players know when they should combo. And I was also thinking of another video that would talk about, what you should play down as energy. Because I know as new players, that's usually two things that are very hard for new players to figure out. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. So starting out here, I do just discard the Yajirobe and flip over the two energies. And at that point I pass. So let's see what Eric's going to do here. And it looks like he just plays down the Kaba. And now he's going to use his Goku ability. So this Goku ability lets you look at the top 10 cards of your deck. If you find a Bulma, you can add it to your hand. Now it looks like he did whiff on that ability. Which he does play 8 Bulmas in the deck, so that's pretty painful. So he's going to go ahead and pass, so I'll draw for turn. And now I'm going to swing into his leader. Ooh, and 2 no openings. Now, I want to point out, if you notice, I tapped the blue and the yellow energy. And the reason for this is I'm really hoping for a Planet Vegeta. So if I draw a Planet Vegeta from either the life or my awakening, I want to be able to play it this turn. So I tap the blue and the yellow so I can still play that if that happens. So obviously I didn't get it though, so I went ahead and passed. Now on Eric's second turn, first it looks like he's going to use his Goku ability. I assume after this he's probably going to play a Kaba, because that seems like his pretty standard turn 2 play. And I believe it looked like he had one in his hand, especially since he put one down as energy. I assume he had one in his hand. So he just whiffed on the Goku ability. And there is the Kaba. Let's see if he gets a Khalifa here. And there's a Khalifa already, so he's just going to stop there. Now I do believe Kaba says up to 10 cards, so you don't have to look through all 10 if you already see what you want beforehand. One other thing I actually learned this week is that you don't have to announce how many cards you're going to look at either, and that goes for pretty much all the abilities like that. Where that really comes into play at is abilities that make you discard multiple cards, like up to 3 cards. You can basically discard one by one and decide when you want to stop, so that's pretty interesting. So he does play down the Khalifa and take the life and then pass the turn. And it looks like I'm going to charge that other Goku. It's kind of hilarious that I only run 3 and had all 3 in the first couple of turns here. And so now I'm swinging into his leader. Let's see what I choose to do here. Alright, so no combos from me, and he is just going to take that. And then I will tap 4 for a March of the Great Ape. There's 2 Bardogs, and I'll draw 2. Now, so the problem is that right now I don't have the 5-drop King Vegeta out, and I also don't have Planet Vegeta out. So I don't necessarily want to swing with both of these. However, he's at 5 life right now. Kid Goku doesn't draw 2 when he awakens. He only untaps 2 energy. And so I'm okay swinging in Double Strike here to put him down at 3, because he's not going to draw extra cards when he awakens. And he's only going to have 3 energy on his turn. So even with him untapping 2, I'm not worried about any super duper crazy plays. So that's why I go ahead swing in there with the double strike, just to get him down to 3, so I can start trying to whittle down his life and or his hand, either way. So back on his turn, he does go ahead and just play down the Bulma's energy. So now he does have the yellow for anything like Crusher Ball or Flying Nimbus, stuff like that. And it looks like he is going to play down the Kale and pop the standing up Bardock. And let's see what he... So he does awaken and untaps 1 of each energy. And let's see what he chooses to do here. So he is going to swing into the Bardock, it looks like. And he'll draw for the auto. And let's see what he chooses to combo. So one of the things here is he would have to combo with at least 15k in order to make me discard more than I want to, which he actually does do here. So he's at 30k to my 20, so this means that I have to now combo at least 15k. Honestly, I would have, if he would have just comboed 25, so if he would have just comboed 10k, I probably would have thrown down a 10k to block it. However, with him comboing up to the 30k, like, I don't want to waste 15k on that. So I do let that die, and then he swings in with the Kale, and I just weast that. And it looks like now he's just going to pass. So I'm not sure what was in my hand, but I also don't know how I feel about me playing this Whis' Coercion here as energy. With how big his board is, I think it might have been a good idea to, you know, keep that in hand. However, whatever was in my hand, I felt comfortable enough to go ahead and play that down. And so now I'm going to go ahead and swing at his leader and put some pressure on. So that is 25k single strike to his leader. So what's good about this is he either has to go down to 2 life now, which will put him in range of my double strike attackers, or he has to combo at least 15k. So that's at least 2 cards, if not 3, out of his hand, depending on what he chooses to combo with. So yeah, so that was 3 cards out of his hand. And I just gave up a Piccolo, which replaced itself. So that was definitely a good play for me. And it looks like I am now going to play Fu. And is he going to Crusher Ball? Yep, it looks like he does choose to Crusher Ball. So Fu will come in tap, but I will still also get to draw the 2 cards. And there is finally Planet Vegeta. Took me long enough. So this right here tells me I have the King Vegeta in my hand. Yeah, okay. So basically, with that Planet Vegeta, if I didn't have the 3-drop in my hand already, that's what I would have gotten. However, because I already had it in my hand, I went ahead and got a combo piece. And so right now, I don't care if he kills this 3-drop on his turn. I really just don't, because at this point, on my next turn, I'm going to have 6 energies, so I can hard cast a 5-drop, which in this deck is okay because 3 of those untap anyway. So I legitimately just don't care. So I'm just going to swing into his Goku and try to do a little bit of board clear here. And so the Goku does die. And then I pass turn. Right now I'm trying to figure out which I want my 3rd energy to be, and it looks like I do choose a blue. So that was a really good turn for me. I did get the 5-drop King Vegeta into my hand, and I did finally play out a Planet Vegeta, so that was a really good turn. So we'll see what Eric decides to answer with here. He's thinking about swinging in with his leader. So he does go Kale into my leader first. And I do combo with a Gohan to block that. Ooh, and there's another Kale, and he's going to go ahead and pop the King Vegeta with that. So again, the King Vegeta gave me the 5-drop in my hand, and it killed a battle card from his side of the field, so in my mind, like, I'm okay with that. The only time that would suck is if this was my second turn and I didn't have enough energies to hard cast a 5-drop next turn. So I did go ahead and use the Piccolo to block the Kale attack, and now he is going to swing Khalifa at the Gohan. And I will just use another Gohan to block that one. And now he's going to swing his leader at, I think, one of the Gohans. One thing about this monkey deck that does feel kind of awkward is that you do use a lot of 10k combos when you only need 5. And that does feel awkward at first, just because, you know, you're not used to wanting to over combo. However, you have to get used to it, because in this deck it's actually okay, because basically all your 10k combos are free for the most part. So back to my turn. I do lay down another yellow energy, so I'm at 4 and 2 now. So there goes 5 for the hard casted King Vegeta. Alright, and let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and swing with the Gohan. Now, I knew he could have had Nimbus, and he did discard a Bulma for the Nimbus. So anytime you know your opponent might use Nimbus, swing with the battle card first. And the reason is because Nimbus says that your opponent can only swing with one more battle card. It doesn't mention your leader. And so by swinging with the Gohan first, I get an extra swing. And see right here, he tells me, no, you can't swing with that. I played Nimbus. And I tell him Nimbus says battle cards. So because I swung with the Gohan before my leader, I got a third swing on this turn where it would have only been 2 swings before. So here I am swinging the monkey at one of the Kales, and he does decide to Shugesh into the Goku. And then I go ahead and pass turn, and there's 3 energies. See, and right there I tried to untap my leader for a second and had to stop myself. Anytime I'm playing this deck with the Planet Vegeta, I'm so used to just untapping everything on the field, so half the time I have to stop myself from untapping my leader. Not that the leader really matters too much, but you know. So, back to Eric's turn. He is going to go ahead and swing at my leader, it looks like, and draw a card. Now, one thing that makes Eric's deck really nasty is with him keeping these Kales alive, he's easily able to just constantly draw new cards. And that's basically one of the things that made this matchup really difficult for me, is making sure I could keep up with the cards in his hand when he got to draw so many. So he is going to go ahead and tap 4 to play this android. It is an android 14. Now what the android does is your opponent has to choose a battle card to pop on their side of the field, and if that battle card costs 4 or less, then you get to draw a card. So he did make me pop the Gohan because the 5-drop has barrier, and so he did get to draw a card from that, and then he swung in with the Kale. And so I'm just going to play a second Senzu Bean for the turn to put me at 25 now. So this is important because now if he wants to swing with the Kale and the android 14, he does have to combo. Same thing with the Khalifa. If he swings with that, he does have to combo. So he swings at my leader with the Kale. And I'm not sure if he's going to combo here or if he just wanted the card draw, so I guess we'll see. Nope, it looks like he just wanted the card draw, so back to my turn. Now at this point, I really need to either start clearing his board a bit or try to start swinging for game, because his board is getting to be pretty big. And without any real board clear, you know, I'm not going to be able to deal with this much longer. So let's see. So I go ahead and tap 1 to play the Fu. This Scientist Fu is probably one of the best cards they've released in set 3. Well, if you include the tournament promos. If you don't have these, try to pick these up. I believe they were about $15 to $20 each. You only need 2. You don't need a playset of these things. You just need 2. So try to pick those up if you don't have them. This is an amazing card. So I do go ahead and swing into his Kale, and it looked like he did combo to block. So now I'm going to pay 4 to cast the Vegeta. So Vegeta's ability, you can look at up to 3, so there I just chose to look at 0. And And now it looks like, I'm not sure if I'm swinging at his leader here or at a Kale. Let's see here. Okay, so he does choose to block. And I don't think I'm going to combo here. Honestly, if he wanted to combo 15k to save that Goku with 2 or 3 cards in hand, I'd have been fine with that. So here I'm swinging the 5-drop King Vegeta into his Kale, and there's 10k just to help try to make sure it goes through. Again, I really need to make sure I'm clearing this board, because if he has a lot of this stuff that's able to last for too much longer, I could be in a lot of trouble. So right now, in order to save the Kale, he would have to combo about 20,000 on top of it, because I am at 35, and he's just going to let it die. So here we have my leader into his Kale, so 15 and a 20. Now, I kind of had an idea that he was probably going to out-combo me here to keep this Kale alive. However, again, I just wanted more cards out of his hand. So I pass my turn, and there goes 3 energies, there goes the Fu. Alright, so Eric is sitting at 5 energies right now. Let's see what he chooses to do this turn. He's got 3 cards in hand, it looks like. And he does play the Kale again. I swear, Eric has like 13 Kales in his deck. I feel like every single time I kill one, there's another one that comes up. I'm going to have to deck check this dude next time. This dude's got like 13 Kales in there, I swear. Alright, so he is going to swing my leader though. And I do go ahead and Nimbus and discard the King Vegeta for the Nimbus, so he can only swing with 1 more battle card. Now again, so keep in mind, if he had swung with a Kale first, I don't know if swing is a word or not, but if he had swung with a Kale first, he would have been able to do Kale, leader, Kale. But however, he chose to swing with his leader first, and because of that, he only got 1 Kale swing off, so that did limit his hand by 1. So here we go, casting the Planet Vegeta. Let's see what I go for here. So if I get a combo piece, then I know I can't, or I don't think I can win this turn. So I'm trying to make sure I have defense for next turn. If I get a monkey, I'm trying to go for game. So it looks like, there we go. The other thing would have been, if I already had 1 monkey plus a march in my hand, I probably would have gotten a second monkey here. However, neither one of those things are true. I don't think I'm swinging for game just yet. And I don't have a first monkey and march in my hand, so I just go ahead and get the combo piece. So that is 30k single crit into his leader. And there's the Shugesh. And he's going to Shugesh into the Goku Black, which puts out 2 tokens. Now, in official tournament play, you're not technically allowed to use the actual Dragon Ball Super cards as tokens. You have to find something else to use. However, these Thursday night tournaments, while they are BCC tournaments, they're pretty casual, so no big deal there. But just so you guys know, if you do go to an actual ARG event, you cannot use actual Dragon Ball Super cards as tokens. So Goku is going to swing into his leader here. And it looks like he is going to go ahead and combo with the Kid Goku to block it. And so there we go, 4 for the Prince Vegeta. So right now I'm counting to see how many cards are in my deck to figure out if I want to actually use the ability. And it looks like I choose to use it, and there is another King Vegeta, or Prince Vegeta. I think at this point I was down to like 7 or 8 cards in my deck. Like I knew I had to win either this turn or next turn. I discard the King Vegeta for it. So that Vegeta into his leader. And he's going to go ahead and use both of those to combo to block. Now the King Vegeta is going to swing into the Kale. Again, just trying to make sure I can clear his board, because I now have 2 blockers with barrier. So, you know, I have a little bit of defense built up. So I just wanted to kind of clear the Kale out to give him one last swing for the turn. And it looks like I'm sitting at 3 cards in hand. So let's see. So he lays down the Gotenks, so it looks like his energy. Ooh, tapping all 6 to play the 10-drop Fu. So there ended up being a little bit of confusion here. He's going to swing at my leader with his Kale. Now the 10-drop Fu, it shuts off all activated abilities, however it does not shut off permanent abilities. And so I know Eric got a little confused about that. So just so you guys know, the 10-drop Fu does not shut off permanents. So the 5-drop King Vegeta, his permanent ability is that, you know, the Saiyans cost 1 less to combo with. And because that's a permanent, it's actually not turned off by the Fu's ability. That is in the Q&A on the official Dragon Ball Super website, so if you are curious to double check that for yourself, you can go over to the DBS website and check that out. It is in the Q&A. So I combo to block the critical here. Now he's tapped out and he's already overwhelmed, so basically I know for a fact he only has whatever is on the field to use to attack with this turn. So when he swings in here with his leader, rather than getting rid of more cards from my hand, I go ahead and just take this hit here. Or at least I should. I hope I did. Yeah, I did, like a boss. Alright, so now this one, he has 3 cards in his hand, but he doesn't combo. To be honest, if he would have comboed anything here, I probably would have taken the hit. However, he chooses not to combo, and so I just combo with the Vegeta. It's basically the same thing as if I had just used it to block. And so here, I know he's out of attackers, and I know I'm probably going to win next turn, so I just go ahead and use the, or take the 2 damage. So swing in here with the Vegeta. Just combo 5 to put it at 25. So again, he has to combo at least 2 cards here to block this, which is why I comboed up to 25. And there that is. Goku into his leader, draw for the auto, he takes the 1, and then King Vegeta, and that's game. So again, there was a little bit of confusion there with the Fu. Just so you guys know, at this point he has taken out the 10-drop Fu for a Scientist Fu, and he says it seems like it's going to run a lot more smoothly. So just so you guys know, and the deck list will be down in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great night.